Have you ever felt like you're dragging your whole team uphill? You're working, you're hustling, you're showing up, but it feels like no matter how hard you push, your team just isn't moving with you. I know exactly how that feels because I lived it. I remember hitting ranks and celebrating wins, but deep down I was frustrated. My team wasn't duplicating. I was doing the heavy lifting while everyone else was standing still. It felt like I had to repeat myself over and over again, babysit grown adults, and constantly remind people to do the basics. And honestly, it was exhausting. See, in network marketing, most people don't fail because they can't recruit. They fail because they can't get their team to duplicate. You can hustle your way to a rank, you can grind your way to recognition. But if your team can't copy what you did, if they can't succeed without you holding their hand, then you don't have a business. You just have another job, and a stressful one at that. That's exactly where I was stuck. I started to ask myself questions that I didn't like the answers to. Why am I the only one showing up? Why am I doing all the work? Why is nobody else ranking up? And if I stop for a second, will this whole thing fall apart? It was discouraging. And honestly, I thought maybe this industry just wasn't for me. Maybe duplication was a myth. Maybe the dream of freedom was just hype. But then something shifted. I got introduced to LiveGood. And today is day 259 of building this business. And at first, I was skeptical. I thought, here we go again, another company promising the world. But then I started looking deeper. And what I found was different. LiveGood wasn't just another hype machine. It was a system designed for duplication, a model where ordinary people could plug in, follow a simple process, and actually start winning. Here's what changed everything for me. Duplication was no longer on my shoulders alone. LiveGood gave me tools, system, and automation that made it easy for my team to get started and stay consistent. And suddenly, I wasn't chasing people down. I wasn't dragging them uphill. I wasn't burning myself out trying to be the engine for everyone else. For the first time, my team started ranking up without me having to micromanage, and people plugged into the system, followed the steps, and actually saw results. And that right there is when my business stopped being a job and I started building a team. Because here's the truth. Freedom in this industry doesn't come from you working harder. Freedom comes from duplication. It comes from leverage. It comes from having a team that can build and grow with you, not just watch you from the sidelines. And I want to be real with you. I know the frustration you feel right now. I know the late nights of wondering why you're doing all the work. I know what it's like to celebrate a rank but secretly feeling burnt out because your team isn't moving. I know what it's like to question if this whole thing is even worth it. But I also know this, with the right system, duplication is possible. And once duplication kicks in, everything changes. You start to feel momentum. You start to feel like you're not alone. You see your team members ranking up, celebrating wins, and finally carrying their share of the load. And that's when network marketing becomes fun again. And that's when I found with LiveGood. It's not hype, it's not about smoke and mirrors, it's about a system that works for everyone, not just the top recruiters. It's about treating duplications, so you're not the only one working. So let me ask you, are you ready to stop dragging your team? Are you ready to stop being the only one pushing while everyone else stalls out? Are you ready to finally experience what it feels like to have a team that duplicates? If the answer is yes, then this is the time to make the move. Don't wait until burnout forces you out of the game. Don't settle for carrying everyone else on your back. You deserve freedom. You deserve a team that works with you, not against you. And with LiveGood, you can have it. So click the link in my bio now, join my team, and let's build duplication together. Let's create a business that grows, a team that runs, and a future that gives you the freedom you signed up for in the first place. I know what it feels like to struggle. I know what it feels like to carry the weight alone. And I also know the relief of finally finding a system that works. Now, it's your turn. So click the link in my bio and let's win together.